Well, beautiful. I'm Marcia C, and welcome to Her Sacred Soul Space. I'm here with my fellow co-host, Dr. Kia, Yolande Azimard, Natalie, and Beatrice, and we're so excited to be here with you today. So it is all about us. It is all about Her Sacred Soul Space. We're here for you to get to know us a little bit individually and what we're going to do in this space and why we've created this space. Right, ladies?
Yes.
Good. So, before we go any further, let's just talk a little bit about who we are, and then we go ahead and talk about her sacred soul space and what we want to cultivate in this space, right? So, who want to go first? Kia, Dr. Kia Shaw.
Okay, so my name is Dr. Kia. What I do for a living, I am a healer. Professionally, I am a therapist, clinical therapist, but I'm a little bit more than that, in my opinion. I help people get over their traumas, but I also help empower people to be their best selves, you know? So that's who I am. I'm the inspirer. I like to just shout out people and help them to build themselves up and just create the life that they want, and not stay stagnant. So that's my line of work, both professionally and personally. Mhm. Who's next?
Hey. Pass the mic to Miss Yolande.
To me,
Yeah.
absolutely. Hi, everybody. I'm Yolande Azamard, and I am just so excited that we got together, me and my soul sisters, to
Yes.
create this podcast to reach out to women, to bring out from within us the things that we hold dear, the things we hold sacred that will benefit each other, not just us, but you all, emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually, all the things that are feminine. That's what you're going to find here. In my current line of work, I function as a rapid transformational therapist and a neurotransformational coach. So I play in the mind space. I help people to transform their mind so that they can live life at their fullest and their best. And I'm going to end there and throw the mic over to Natalie.
Hi, beautiful sisters. My name is Natalie. What I do for a living, currently, I function in the world as a real estate professional. I'm a realtor. But in my soul, in my spirit, what I do outside of that is encouraging people. I speak life into people. I help propel them to something better, help them shift their mindset to see the world and to see life in a bigger and better way, and to help them transform, spend their energy, raised frequency. So I am also a certified Reiki master. Uh, what Reiki is pretty much it's another healing modality. So in that aspect, being the person that helps heal and help transform, Reiki also help elevate you and raise your vibration.
Yeah.
That's me, and I'm gonna throw it to Beatrice.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited with all of my sisters this morning, as well as meeting all of you. And let me tell you, in this space, you are going to be encouraged, you're going to be empowered, and you can count on me to be transparent. I will be that to share and reveal everything that I've been through, so that pull somebody else out of their place of pain, to know that no matter how hard you may fall in life, you can still get back up and be better for it. So I'm just so delighted to be here. Again, I'm Beatrice, and I'm a hospitality management professional. And what I value the most is really creating an impact and a legacy, not just for my children, but as well as the world, because I wasn't just created just to be a mother. So I'm here to leave a lasting impression on this planet. And I'm so
Yes.
Sweet.
That was so beautiful. And it's back to me again. Of course, like I said, I'm Marcia C. So I am a spiritual midwife. I love, love, love to walk with women who are in their birthing season. It gives me an opportunity for me to just watch you bloom and just to step into that flower that you're called to be. And not only that, ladies, it also helps me to discover more about me and my capabilities and my gifts as well. So this is indeed a platform that would allow me to walk with you, as you birth into your purpose. And also not only for you to birth into your purpose so that you can also encourage someone else, because this is a healing space we're creating for you so that we be able to heal and watch you heal. So it's a healing thing going on here. So let's talk a little bit more about Her Sacred Soul Space. What is that about? Why did we even create that? What are we gonna do in this space, right? Definitely is a safe space where we're gonna have absolutely authentic conversation. As the ladies mentioned before, because we're all here wanting to help you on your healing journey. So we're going to have those conversations that we want to talk about woman to woman, the ones that stir our hearts and just expand and ignite our souls.
Yeah.
So we are ready for you. I hope you're ready for us because we're delighted. Yes. So I remember when we were brainstorming, right? One of the things is like, how do we support her, her aspect? And we talk about her physicality, right? Her physical, her emotional. What else, Yolande? Her
spiritual.
Ooh, come on, ladies, throw it out.
Yeah. I like to say all the alleys. We're gonna go down all the alleys. All the alleys.
Yes. And feminine energy.
Yes.
Definitely. So those are some of the things that you can expect to receive in this space once you join us. We wanted to just think of us as your girlfriends. You're just like, oh my God, Her Sacred Social is on. So let's go watch this, right? So that's just what we want to convey and what we want to create for you. What else are we missing here? We go into.
Oh, we're not missing a thing. We just wanted to throw in there that we are all girls from the Caribbean, and we want
Islanders.
Because we haven't heard anybody out there who are from our background. So 3 of us here, we'll raise our hands, are from the beautiful island paradise of Jamaica.
Yes.
And our other 2 sisters are from the other beautiful island paradise of Haiti.
Yes.
So you're going to get a little extra because you're going to get a little island flavor.
Yes, we're going to bring the spice it up every now and then, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're totally definitely going to bring the spice. So look out for our first episode coming out on February 13th, and that is indeed going to be a spicy one where we talk about feminine energy, feminine empowerment, and the feminine divine power within us. So definitely look out for that.
We're here to empower. That's what we do. Empower women. You know, it's so crazy because we, as islanders, we don't have this so much, you know, and it's a great space where we can be bold about the things that we want to talk about and not be afraid of it. You know, many times we suppress some things that we really want to talk about: sex, you know, spirituality versus religion, you know, things that people are too afraid to talk about because of what they might get received back, you know. So this is the space to just listen, engage, because you can engage with us as well, and we'll have great people coming on to basically educate and talk about their experiences as well. So it's not just us.
Yes. We will also have, remember, we're going to do that live once a month as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we would have, so let me tell you this. Her Sacred Soul Space is pre-recorded, but we will then have live where we can engage in conversation that may be on your heart space that you want to talk about, right? Or even questions pertaining to the previous episode that was posted. So just to let you know that we're super open and we're kind of fun. So let's talk about what do we do for fun, because we're fun, right?
Yeah.
Come on, no, we're fun. Yes. So one of the things, before we even came into this space, we tend to have like our sister circles we like to do that, and that is fun for us. And this is our way of pouring into each other. So her Sacred Soul Space is just like a bigger version of our
Yes.
sister circles. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. It's an
Definitely.
expansion
Yes.
of
So, I
what we
mean,
already do when we get together. Really.
yes, yes. So this is us sharing our heart space with you.
Yeah.
I love nature. I'm a nature girl. I love to go hiking. I love to just to sit in that space and just embrace God for who He is and just be grateful. And I also love to travel and spend time with my daughter. So these are the fun things. This is just a little bit about Marsha. Um, and I don't know. Oh, I kind of get creative sometimes, y'all. I do.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I kind of get creative sometimes. So that's the fun things about me. What about you, Natalie?
Well, that's it. What I do for fun. Excuse me. I love to travel. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice for a second there. Let me grab some tea.
Okay.
I love tea, actually. So, well, I love to travel, and I love date nights.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
forward to date nights.
Aw.
Um, I like to go in nature. One of my favorite parks down here is the Arboretum Park in Deerfield.
Mhm,
It's just so serene.
mhm,
Like when I'm there, I feel like I'm one with nature.
Yes.
mhm,
I love it there.
mhm.
I love walks on the beach. One of the things that I want to pick up some hobbies this year.
Uh-huh.
So one of them is gonna be painting and learn to roller skate. So these would be
Ooh.
included in things that I do for hobbies. But besides that, hanging out with my kids, I love watching movies, going to the movies, and that's pretty much it.
Yay.
Am I next?
Go
Yes.
ahead. You job. We're just having conversation with our friends.
What do I do for fun? I love family time. I love family time. I love sitting out on my back patio with my roses. I absolutely love doing that. I love spending time with my girlfriends. I have to check in with
Yeah.
everybody and we just feed off each other's energy. I love traveling, although I don't get to do it as much as I like to. And my favorite spots are any place with a beach. If it has a beach,
Tell you.
I'm
I
good.
just took everything.
I know. And I love adventures. I love adventures. I love every now and again going to the mountains because there's just such a different energy and peace
Yeah.
about that. And like Natalie, I'm looking for new hobbies this year. But yeah, I love date night. I love dressing up sexy and going out with my man. I do absolutely love that. Yeah, there's just something about that energy, honey. Yes, bring that on. And I love a good book. And I'm a spiritual junkie, so everything in that space is me, right? And I love, well, this, some people think this is not for fun, but it's fun for me. The work that I do is fun for me. Helping people's life transform is fun for me. I get a lot of gratification out of that. So those are all my fun things. Did I say family before? Like
Yes.
I really love
Yes.
spending time.
But before we go to B, let me just say real quick. This is why this group works so well.
Yes,
Like,
I was about to say that.
like we are so in sync. It's like our hobbies, what we love to do, and it's just so like we can just all get together all the time and hang out and work
Yes.
because we all pretty much like to do
Same
this.
thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That's true. Go ahead, B.
So, I love all things relaxation. My favorite place to be is at high end spa where I can get a beautiful facial, massage, hot stones. My girls are taking me next month to some place where I'm going to do that nude. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. We shall see. I don't know if I want to explore my goodies like that, but I'm gonna be brave and bold because this is the year that I try everything I've never tried before. So I'm definitely open to that. And so I love to travel. It is my goal and my plan to visit every continent, you know, and I love the beach. I love water. It's just something magical about it to me, how it just never ends. You right? It just never, you don't you can just no matter where you go, where you look to the left or the right, it's like endless, and it just reminds me of life's possibilities. So when I look at a body of water, that's what it reminds me of. And now I will contrast what Natalie just said. Um, what I love about this space and this group of women is the fact that we think so differently and we bring such different perspectives and different aspects to certain topics, right? But these women are so, I've never felt safer with any other woman in my entire life. Right? And I love the respect that we have for each other. And no matter um, what we discuss, what our opinions are, I know that I will be respected and, not looked down upon or, because a lot of times I feel like women, they only like to be with people that think like them, that act like them, that, it's that kind of like that childish mentality to me. So I love the maturity of this group. I love the love that this group has in their hearts, not just for us, but for women in general. We are truly women that we want to see every woman win. We are. What does Keto say? We're not feminists. We're womanists. So I love y'all.
Okay, so I'm the crazy one in the group. I might be the one that say something like here, you know.
Yeah, talk
So,
about womanist too, okay?
but I guess it's so true. Just like everyone here, I love traveling. That is my number one thing to do. I love to travel. Kia's always somewhere. So traveling, and I'm sometimes biased because it got to be somewhere with the beach. Because like everyone here, it's so crazy. I love the beach. I fell in love with the beach when I found out that the moon controls the waves. And I'm like, whoa, this is beautiful and magical, you know? And ever since then, I've always I don't like to swim. I don't swim, but I'll go in the water. I'll speak to the water. I'll speak to the sand, and I'll just stay there and meditate. I love doing that. It puts me in a certain mindset. That's why I like to dip sometimes. Georgia don't have no real beaches, you know. So sometimes I gotta dip, you know. Other than that, I am just like Yolanda, a spiritual junkie. She started me off. Her and Marsha started me off on it, and I held on, and I'm like, I can't let go now, you know. So I love it. I love it. My crystals. I'm a crystal collector. All right. So I have crystals for every little thing. I got my tarot cards. I love doing that too, and my oracle cards. And I'm a gym buff. I like going to the gym. Sometimes I got to let off a little steam, like boxing mostly. So what else do I like? I love spending time with my hubby. And those who know my history, wasn't always like that. But now I'm like, oh, where are you going? I want to go with you. Yeah. So I love being with my husband, and I love my kids. My kids are awesome to me. They don't give me no trouble other than the little regular stuff. And I love pouring into them. We love having our little conversations in the room. So that's my hobby. And I picked up a hobby a year ago. Nobody knows because I was the one who don't like domestic work, but I went ahead and took classes in baking. And now I'm making it a business where I'm infusing nice stuff in it. And so I'm a baker now. I do that as a hobby. If you want a little something, let me know. That's me.
Kia, you want to say something about the womanist?
Womanist is different from feminist. Feminist, basically, womanist, let me just say womanist because I'm a womanist. We don't have anything against men. All we want is basically to be viewed as, in some ways, equal opportunities, equal pay, being able to express ourselves in the way that we want without being looked down upon. It's about women empowerment and being a woman. It's very difficult in this life because, as we know, it's a male-driven world, but we come to change it. Hey, hello, ladies, right? So, as a woman, it's all about the feminine energy and about equality. Not that we want to be men, not that we want to take over the male role, but basically we want to be able to be seen, right? So that's what a womanist is.
Thank
I
you.
want to add something so that Michael can edit it.
Okay.
I left off. I can't believe I didn't say it. I love singing and I love music.
Yes.
Yes.
And going to concerts and everything. Music is me. I've been singing since I was 3 years old. So
Yes.
music is my love.
Yes.
And also, there's one more thing I'd like to add too. I love food and beverage. I love going out to eat. I love pairing wines with food. Oh my goodness. So ladies, we're gonna have to do that one time. At
I
least one.
got you on the wine, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So what do you value the most, ladies? So Yolanda, let's start with you. One thing you could say to our viewers or potential or new friends that are coming in our circle.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you value the most?
Authenticity.
Yes.
I value authenticity the most. And when I say authenticity, I mean you being your whole complete self, showing up fully as you and no one else. And it's a lifetime of work, really, the whole authenticity process, because as we continue to grow and evolve, we change. But at every step of the way, authenticity, being authentically you in every regard, is the way forward. And that's what I value most because that's the guide to everything that is to come.
I love that.
I've been wanting to fight Yolanda because y'all are always taking my answers. Like, for real. Like, when are we gonna be off?
Never.
Never.
Well, you can add to it, Kia.
Well,
Yeah.
she used authenticity, which is kind of similar to freedom of expression for me. Why? Is because so many times we try to be what other people want us to be and we lose ourselves. Sometimes who I am, well, most times who I am is not who someone else would think I should be. And that's okay. But I still have to be, I have to be true to myself. And what I notice, especially in the world of mental health and behavioral health, many times people go crazy, okay, when they have to pretend, when they have to do what others say and not be free. So freedom of expression is very important to me. It's healthy, and at the end of the day, you want people to fall in love with who you are as a person and not who you pretend to be, because then later on, because it will shift later on when you get tired of pretending, you go through this whole breakthrough where you didn't have to in the beginning. I'm speaking from experience. I've come to the point where now I'm going to be me no matter what, and I haven't been happier. So definitely freedom of expression of who you are.
That's good. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna say, B?
I said that's good. That's good. But so far I'm in total agreement with what the ladies have shared, and those two things are definitely very valuable to me. However, if I can just add resilience in there, I value the power of the human spirit and how resilient it can be, particularly as women, right? And I'm going to speak for myself. I've watched my life evolve. I've watched me come from being a young girl to a teenager to a young woman to, dating, a mother, single mother, wife, divorced, and I just admire the resilience of in the essence of who I am, and how through every stage of life, how I've had to shift quickly at times and fall and get back up. I admire and value the human spirit. Like, we really don't know what we're made of, until we have to pull in there and execute. So I value that.
I agree. I agree with both, all three of you. These are some of the values that I definitely share. But one of the two things I value really the most, I value relationships. And more importantly, I value powerful and authentic relationships. Because as human beings, we are interdependent people. We need people. We need each other from to going to point A to point B. The right relationship can propel your life to places that you would never be able to go on your own. So for me, relationships, more specifically, powerful and authentic relationships, it that's what I value really
Yeah.
the most.
That's
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah,
much
I totally agree, Nat. For me to add on to the relationship, it's important that relationship is with me, that I value having a solid relationship with myself, one
Yeah.
where I am not being judgmental towards myself, and one that I be able to hear and be able to know when to show up, not just for me, but to show up for others. And so having that trust and having that faith is two things that I believe that kept me and is still keeping me. So just having the value of trusting and learning how to love me even more, thus allowing myself to shine in such a way that it become contagious to those who come around me.
Most
That's
definitely.
that's just that, you know.
Yes.
But and then of course I value my dog Marley and my daughter.
Value
Yeah,
our children and our
but I think we kind of shared a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
We kind of touched on. So the only thing that's left for you to do is check us out on the 13th, our first episode. Soul Space will be launching then, and we can't wait and can't wait to get your feedback. And of course, you're going to get information about our live, and we want you to join our Facebook page, right, Nat?
Yes.
Yes, our Facebook page is up. It's the same name as the show, Her Sacred Soul Space. So please join our page, and you will be getting updates. And you will see our beautiful faces again.
Yay.
So talk to you soon, love. Bye.